मेरे दादाजी जो हैं और पूरी फैमिली जो है पार्टीशन के टाइम पे 47 में पाकिस्तान से इंडिया में सेटल हुई।
एक सिपाही से जो ऑफिसर की जर्नी थी वो कैसे?
I joined the first unit, it was 17 Dogra, one of the senior most engineer of J&K government. But they started walking and they went to, and there was a post of the Pakistanis. When they went across, the driver was watching. And he came back to the district headquarter and he told the other people कि दोनों साहब लोग उधर चले गए। राजीव गांधी said कि जैसे गया है वैसे उसको वापस लेके आओ। Lot of things were planned, even attacking the Pakistani post and bargaining in that these two people because they were in that period 2 days. The whole things were rehearsed. I had to lead the charge.
अच्छा कर्नल साहब, नेक्स्ट जैसे कारगिल का भी आपका अनुभव रहा है, युद्ध का जो कारगिल वॉर हुआ था।
And explosives were my responsibility.
अच्छा, आपका responsibility.
Give them 200 to 300 vehicles every day. Ammunition is being pushed out. But I took a chance and risk. If it had gone wrong, I could have been court-martialed there.
आपका कोई ना कोई किस्सा ये भी था कि अच्छा जो रिक्रूटमेंट प्रोसेस में धांधली का मैटर था।
They were 5-6 people, each having a independent civil lawyer. The first day when the court assembled and defense counsel says the charge sheet has not been signed by the commanding officer. I was taken aback. They can't be so fooled.
No,
let them bring Ram Jethmalani, I will tackle it.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हमारे गेस्ट हैं अमरीक सिंह भुल्लर, रिटायर्ड कर्नल। इनकी मैक्सिमम सर्विस जो रही है वो इंडियन आर्मी की रही है और रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी इन्होंने कुछ चैलेंजिंग जॉब की है। तो आज इनका जो पूरा जीवन है वो हमें कुछ ना कुछ सिखाता है। तो आइए बात करते हैं। नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार नरेंद्र जी।
हाँ जी, आपको,
आपके दर्शकों को
जी, और
जितने भी आपके सुनने वाले हैं, चाहने वाले हैं, सबको नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल।
जी भुल्लर जी, आपका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन सर। सर, आज जो हमारे दर्शक हैं ये जानना चाहेंगे कि जैसे कि आपकी जो आर्मी की जर्नी रही, आप आर्मी में भर्ती कैसे हुए। अच्छा, एक जैसे आपके जो पूर्वज थे वो पाकिस्तान से आए थे, वो सारी की सारी बताइए चीज़ें आप।
नरेंद्र जी, मैं एक बड़ी मॉडरेट सी फैमिली से आता हूँ जिसमें मेरे दादाजी जो हैं और पूरी फैमिली जो है पार्टीशन के टाइम पे 47 में पाकिस्तान से इंडिया में सेटल हुई। और एक सुपर रिच फैमिली में कह सकता हूँ, 500 एकड़ प्लस उनके पास लैंड थी। और इधर आके फिर वो बहुत ज़्यादा उनको एक झटका लगा और उनकी डेथ भी हो गई दादाजी की।
नहीं, जो आपके पूर्वज थे, आपका जन्म कहाँ का है?
मेरा जन्म तो यहाँ का ही है,
इंडिया का है,
57 में।
यानी कि जो आपके दादाजी जब पार्टीशन के समय पाकिस्तान से आए थे तो 500 एकड़ लैंड उनके पास थी।
उनके पास उधर थी। और
जब वो इंडिया आए तो वो इसका गम सहन नहीं कर पाए।
इनका इतना गम सहन नहीं कर पाए क्योंकि ज़्यादा लैंड जो थी उनकी एक्वायर की हुई थी लीज पे। अच्छा, लीज पे एक्वायर की थी जी। और 100 एकड़ के करीब उनकी 4 भाइयों की थी अपनी खुद की। और करते करते काफ़ी उन्होंने मेहनत करी होगी उस टाइम पे जी। एंड फिर इधर आने के बाद में ही टुक इट एज ए वेरी शॉक लगा उनको जी। और उनकी 1-2 साल के अंदर डेथ हो गई
जी। मतलब 100 एकड़ उनकी अपनी थी ऑन और 400 एकड़ लीज पे थी।
यस। तो वो जैसे फिर इन्होंने उस टाइम पे जो लैंड अलॉटमेंट का जो एक्ट है उसके मुताबिक जो लैंड अलॉट होनी थी, तो जिस एरिया में इन्होंने ली है लैंड, वो वहाँ पर और फर्दर कट लग गई, ज़्यादा मिलने की बजाय और कम होगी लैंड।
यानी कि पाकिस्तान में जितनी ज़मीन आपके पूर्वज छोड़ के आए थे और जब इंडिया में भारत सरकार ने जो ज़मीन अलॉट की उसके बदले में, हाँ, तो उसकी वो कम थी, मतलब
वो उससे भी कम थी।
कारण कोई फर्टाइल ज़्यादा थी वो लैंड, इसलिए
वो फर्टाइल थी, ऑलरेडी खेती बाड़ी हो रही थी उसके ऊपर। और उसमें गवर्नमेंट के मुताबिक वो जितनी आपके पास उधर लैंड थी उससे भी कम आपको मिलती थी। तो जी उसको फिर वो 4 भाइयों में तकसीम हो गई और इट बिकेम ए रिच फैमिली से एक मॉडरेट फैमिली बन गई। जब तक हमारा जन्म हुआ तो हम लोगों ने उसी गांव में बल्टोआ डिस्ट्रिक्ट तरन तारण में मेरा अभी पढ़ता है गांव जो है, वहाँ ही मेरी मुढ़ली जो एजुकेशन है प्राइमरी एजुकेशन वहाँ पर हुई और पट्टी कॉलेज में एडमिशन लिया। और उसके बाद में आपको मालूम है जैसे हमारा उस टाइम का माहौल था 70s का, बहुत स्टूडेंट अनरेस्ट था, सारा कुछ था। तो उस टाइम पे हम लोग भी उसमें इन्वॉल्व हो गए अनरेस्ट में।
यानी कि जो आपकी यंग एज थी, स्टूडेंट लाइफ थी, वो सारा ये जो विद्रोह का समय था पंजाब में,
का समय था,
सारा का सारा जो केयास थी एक सोसाइटी के अंदर, उसमें आपकी जो एजुकेशन भी इफेक्ट हुई।
यस।
अच्छा, एक चीज बताइए, जैसे जब आपके जो ग्रैंडफादर जब इंडिया में आए तो आपके पिताजी की उम्र कितनी थी?
He was around 11-12 years.
11-12 ईयर्स, तो यानी कि उनकी शादी वगैरह फिर यहीं हुई?
हाँ, उसके बाद।
अच्छा, पाकिस्तान में कौन सी जगह पे आपके दादाजी का जो आपको पुश्तैनी मकान है, या जो
मकान जो है वो ये एक सरहाली गांव पड़ता है लाहौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, फ्रॉम द बॉर्डर इट इज जस्ट अबाउट 6-7 किलोमीटर्स
जी।
एंड दे सेटल्ड दिस साइड ऑफ द बॉर्डर अगेन 6 किलोमीटर्स।
अच्छा अच्छा, उधर भी बॉर्डर के नजदीक था, इधर भी बॉर्डर के नजदीक ही बसे आके। तो इंडियन आर्मी का करियर आपका कैसे शुरू हुआ?
इंडियन आर्मी, सिंस आई टोल्ड यू, इट वाज वेरी टर्बुलेंट पीरियड व्हेन आई वाज इन 11th-12th जब चल रही थी, तो उस टाइम पे स्टूडेंट मूवमेंट्स बड़ी चल रही थी, हम लोग भी इन्वॉल्व हो गए। तो लकीली माय मैटरनल अंकल वाज इन आर्मी, ही वाज मेजर दैट टाइम, and he thought if I go to the college and study here in the local area, I will be doomed. He was believing it, and he said, you prepare for NDA. I started preparing for NDA, but I could not clear it that time. It was very poor academic record of that area, and then he took me to the army in the ranks.
नहीं, जैसे आप बता रहे हैं कि एजुकेशनल पर्सपेक्टिव से उस समय ज़्यादा इंटेलिजेंट आप नहीं थे, और इंडियन आर्मी में आपका सबसे पहले भर्ती किस रैंक पे थी आपकी?
दैट इज व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, ही गॉट मी एनरोल्ड इनटू रैंक्स एज ए सिपाही।
एज ए सिपाही?
या
जी।
एंड आई वेंट टू आर्टिलरी, तोपखाना जिसको बोलते हैं, उसमें, एंड नासिक रोड में मेरी ट्रेनिंग हुई। बट बाय देन आई पिक्ड अप।
हाँ, तो मतलब एक सिपाही से जो ऑफिसर की जर्नी थी वो कैसे आई, वो बताइए आप।
वो जो है, आफ्टर पासिंग आउट एज ए सिपाही फ्रॉम नासिक रोड, देन आई स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द आर्मी कैडेट कॉलेज, एक होता है हमारा एनडीए के पैरेलल जो है, और उसमें आई स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दैट, बट व्हेन द फर्स्ट टाइम आई अपीयर्ड आई कुड नॉट क्लियर इट।
अच्छा, एक चीज़ बताइए, जो आर्मी कैडेट कॉलेज की आपने बात करी, जैसे आर्मी के किसी भी विंग से कोई भी ऑफिशियल है, अगर वो ऑफिसर पोस्ट के लिए जाना चाहता है तो आर्मी कैडेट कोर का कोई एग्जाम होता है जो पास करना
पड़ता है? यस, इट इज सिमिलर टू एनडीए, एग्जाम इज सिमिलर टू एनडीए, देयर इज नथिंग, नो डिफरेंस, एंड यू हैव टू हैव मिनिमम 2 years ऑफ सर्विस इन द रैंक्स जी, एंड यू शुड बी अंडर 24 years एट दैट टाइम व्हेन वी वर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर इट, एट दैट टाइम।
यानी कि उस समय ये क्राइटेरिया था।
तो
आपने 2 साल एज ए सिपाही काम किया,
यस,
और तोपखाने में, और उसके बाद आपने ये जो आर्मी कैडेट कॉलेज बताया आपने, इसका एग्जाम क्लियर किया?
इसका एग्जाम क्लियर।
तो इसका एग्जाम क्लियर आपने मतलब पहली अटेम्प्ट में कर लिया या?
नो, फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट आई टोल्ड यू, आई जस्ट कुड नॉट clear it because the level of education in our area, in the border districts of Punjab, it was very poor, and then I prepared. After taking leave, I went to the same school, and teachers were good. There was no doubt that teachers were bad, but our teachers were very good, but the students were not paying attention to them that time.
अच्छा, वैसे कहते भी पुराने टीचर बहुत नॉलेजेबल होते थे?
बहुत knowledgeable. And Mr. Bedi was my math teacher, and I went, after taking 2 months leave, I went to him. I said, sir, I want to become an officer in the army, and I have failed in the first exam. Now it is your responsibility to prepare me and get me cleared.
यानी कि ऑफिसर बनने का ख्वाब तो दिल में एक मतलब मजबूती पकड़े हुए था, और आपने मतलब गवर्नमेंट जॉब से जो था सिपाही से वो लीव लिया कुछ मंथ का, और आपने उन टीचर से कांटेक्ट किया, और फिर उन्होंने आपको मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ाया?
He prepared me in mathematics, and he prepared me so well. I scored 100 out of 100.
100 आउट ऑफ 100 ये जो
in the competitive exam which I cleared, and I came overall in Indian merit of Army Cadet College.
जी
I was the second.
अच्छा सेकंड आपने जो
Second rank.
सेकंड पोजीशन हासिल
Second
की आपने
position.
एग्जाम में
Yes, and then after that there is an interview, service selection board, and
स्टाफ सिलेक्शन बोर्ड
service selection board.
सर्विस सिलेक्शन बोर्ड
Yeah, service selection board I cleared.
नहीं सर्विस सिलेक्शन बोर्ड का क्या यूटिलिटी मतलब बीच में एक तो आर्मी कॉलेज बताया आपने आर्मी कैडेट कॉलेज
Yeah, when you clear the written examination, then you are supposed to clear the SSB, service
अच्छा
selection board.
यस 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 यानी कि चाहे एनडीसी कोई सिलेक्ट होके आ रहा है
Same, it is service
चाहे कोई
selection board
सीडीएस
also.
से आ रहा है चाहे आर्मी कैडेट कॉलेज से आ रहा है तो जो सर्विस सिलेक्शन बोर्ड है
They are same for everybody.
वो इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट करते हैं
Yeah, interview conduct करते हैं.
जी
They take about 5 days.
5 डेज
First is your psychological level.
हाँ इन हाउस एक किस्म से जा सारा पर्सनैलिटी एग्जामिनेशन एंड एवरीथिंग
Yes.
वो सारा रहता है तो उसके बाद कौन सा रैंक मिला आपको आर्मी में
Then I passed out in 84 as a lieutenant.
लेफ्टिनेंट
Yeah.
तो इंडियन मिलिट्री एकेडमी में ट्रेनिंग हुआ आपका
Yeah,
उसके बाद
Indian military academy.
देहरादून में
हुआ, देहरादून में. And after that I was allotted Army Ordnance Corps.
आर्मी ऑर्डिनेंस कोर
Ordnance Corps. And उसमें जाने से पहले what they do, you have to do if you are going to Army Ordnance Corps or Army Supply Corps or electrical mechanical engineers, they all have to do a physical attachment with the infantry in the border areas, basically for 1 year.
और 1 ईयर
1 year. And I joined the first unit, it was 17 Dogra.
फर्स्ट यूनिट थी आपकी 17 डोगरा
17 Dogra, and there I did 1 year attachment with them.
तो आपने जो ये डोगरा रेजिमेंट एक साल के लिए अटैच किया गया आपको ये ट्रेनिंग का पार्ट था
Not a training, it is a prerequisite because you should know when you are serving these field troops, you should know the requirements, in which conditions they live, what are their problems. So everything you are 1 year with them, so you come to know what are their requirements and how you are going to provide them the services.
सर्विसेज
So that is why it is a compulsory that 1 year training, 1 year not training, 1 year attachment is being done by all these.
अच्छा एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग किस्सा था आपका कि जब आप JNK में मेरे ख्याल से थे तो JNK के जो गवर्नमेंट के इंजीनियर थे कोई एक बार आपने बताया था कि कोई नाला क्रॉस करते करते वो पाकिस्तान निकल गए थे वो क्या किस्सा था
Oh, that was in this unit only, with this unit only.
Dogra regiment के साथ
First unit. It was, I think, 85, May 85. May 85, there were one of the senior most engineer of J&K government, agriculture और water management का जो होता है वो, and the district engineer of his department from Punch. The problem there came into like this, that there is a canal, Punch canal they call it. There is a Batar Nala. From there it is drawn to Punch, which is providing electricity and water supply to Punch city itself.
नहीं वो नाला था या डैम था
No, Nala, it is a Nala only.
अच्छा वहां से
the water is drawn into that canal.
अच्छा वाटर आता था इन दैट कैनाल
Yes,
ठीक है
that canal was made by this gentleman who was the chief engineer that time.
अच्छा
And that was made in 1965 war they drawn, and he was responsible for that, making that canal. And when he was reported, then he was chief of that department. When he was complained, so he said, no, this how it can happen. I have made this canal, and how this can happen. And there is no question. I will come myself and
नहीं
see.
वहाँ टेक्निकल इशू क्या आया था
Technical issue, there was a reduction of flow of water, which was not producing sufficient electricity, and water management was poor. So that is why he went to see it.
अच्छा वही इंजीनियर जिसने इस कैनाल को बनाया था उनको उन्होंने कहा कि मैं देखता हूँ
जाके तो he went there along with this district engineer, but only mistake he did that he did not inform the army.
अच्छा जब वो इंस्पेक्शन के लिए गए अपने स्टाफ के साथ गए होंगे
आप खुद स्टाफ तो क्या था उसके साथ में, he was the district engineer was there with him, the two people they were there, and he left the jeep with the driver just 1.5 kilometer behind
नाला,
the border area.
बिहाइंड द बॉर्डर एरिया। यानी कि ड्राइवर को छोड़ दिया, गाड़ी छोड़ दी,
गाड़ी छोड़ के then they in the nala itself they started walking and they went to the origin of that point where it started. But you know, these LOC, which we call it, line of control, it keep on changing over time. Since so many years has happened, 65, and he was doing this in 85 now. So after that, he thought it is same, but it is little bit changes come with troops. You occupy because it is a physical occupation.
मैं समझ गया, कुछ ना कुछ चेंजेस होते रहे जिससे, लेकिन उस इंजीनियर को लगा कि जो मैंने कंस्ट्रक्ट किया था, जो रास्ता था वैसा ही है।
But they started walking and they went to and there was a post of the Pakistanis across the original.
अच्छा, वो नाला वो क्रॉस कर गए और पाकिस्तान में पहुंच गए, पाकिस्तान पोस्ट पे
पहुंच गए। Pakistan post. He thought they were in khakis. They thought it is our BSF. But that area was not manned by BSF, it was manned by army, and it was my unit area.
अच्छा, वो ये यूनिट एरिया आपका था?
Yes, I was the company commander at that place, and as it happened that I also changed the company, was brought into the last night only.
अच्छा, कंपनी लास्ट नाइट ही आई थी?
लास्ट नाइट
आप वहाँ शिफ्ट हुए थे?
शिफ्ट हुए थे फ्रॉम अनदर पोजीशन।
यानी कि नया चार्ज मिला था आपको?
नया चार्ज मिला, एंड पीपल वर जस्ट वेरी न्यू टू दैट एरिया। तो सो दे वेंट अक्रॉस एंड आफ्टर व्हेन दे वेंट अक्रॉस द ड्राइवर वाज वाचिंग, हिज ड्राइवर वाज वाचिंग।
अच्छा, उनके ड्राइवर को दिख रहा था?
ही वाज लोकल फ्रॉम दैट एरिया। ही सेट गए तो क्रॉस करके पाकिस्तान साइड में चले गए, and he came back to the district headquarter and he told the other people कि दोनों साहब लोग उधर चले गए।
अच्छा, उनके ड्राइवर ने इन्फॉर्म किया
डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेडक्वार्टर में जाकर उनके। तो then started they reported to the army brigade headquarter started asking the units।
उनमें फिर कम्युनिकेशन
स्टार्ट हुआ and everybody said कि no, it is the brigade was asking that any ambush happened in your area. Everybody saying was no, because nobody has seen them. From my area they have gone. It was in my charge.
Yes.
But it was a dead ground. It was a dead ground and troops could not see them across.
नहीं, तो जो पाकिस्तानी सोल्जर्स थे उन्होंने मतलब उनको अरेस्ट कर लिया, फिर कस्टडी में लिया?
Yes, they were arrested. First they were treated well. They gave them chai pani.
अच्छा, ठीक है।
And after that they blindfolded them.
अच्छा, उसके बाद ठीक है,
ब्लाइंडफोल्ड कर लिया। तब जब तक द नेबरिंग पोस्ट विच वाज ऑन द हायर ग्राउंड, माय नेबरिंग
इंडिया की,
एंड दे कुड सी देम,
ठीक है,
दे आर बीइंग टेकन बैक टू देयर हेडक्वार्टर्स, पाकिस्तानी हेडक्वार्टर कोहुटा, एंड दे वर टेकन देयर एंड नाउ वी न्यू दैट दे हैव बीन कैप्चर्ड बाय देम।
हाँ, जब तक पता चल गया था यूनिट को, आपको
पता चल गया। And then started the drill of how to bring them back now. The incident as it happened midday, or rather it was after the, you can say evening only. And this gentleman was brother of Jankraj Gupta.
Engineer,
the top man. Jankraj Gupta was the MP from Jammu.
Member Parliament.
Yes. He was very close to our Prime Minister, late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. And he spoke to him that my brother has gone that side and army has done nothing for that. And you know, at night he is informing the Prime Minister. Prime Minister must have woken up the Defence Minister and Defence Minister to the Army Chief, and like that in the chain of command it came to us. Pressure बढ़ गया, political people came in between. And I think what I heard कि राजीव गांधी said कि जैसे गया है वैसे उसको वापस लेके आओ।
ठीक है, आपको कॉल आया?
नहीं, this came as a line of communication.
Yes.
And it was heard that he has said this, and then everybody started working on it, how they can be brought back. And now early in the morning, my commanding officer reached 6 o'clock in my post. It was just 50 meters from the line of control. My post was 50 meters this side.
50 meters.
So when commanding officer came, so he told me that you contact the Pakistanis. They had, our was 17 Dogra, they were also Punjabi troops opposite.
पंजाबी ट्रूप्स था उधर भी.
They were 14 Punjab of Pakistan.
ठीक है. तो it was easy to communicate.
Easy to communicate. Basically, Pakistani army is commanded by their junior commissioned officers.
Junior commissioned, yes.
The junior commissioned officers, since I was new to that area and I was a younger officer there, so they used to talk to us. Otherwise, left side, the Pulton, and the right side, there was always firing going on, something or the other.
But किसी न किसी रीजन से फायरिंग चलती थी.
17 Dogra and 14 Punjab, Pakistani Punjab, we had a very cordial relation.
Cordial relation.
Nothing was happening that time when I joined. But this incident, when it happened, so it turned the whole thing.
ठीक है.
And then my commanding officer said, he was Colonel Jasbir Singh. So he said, you contact them and tell them that they should return our people. Since there is no military mission behind these people going there, and they should return them fast. So I went, that is the minefield.
Along the border?
Across the border.
Across the border, minefield.
And minefield, that side is their post, this side is our post. And minefield के अंदर से जाके I called their names because I knew their names. The junior commissioned officers of Pakistan, they used to talk to us, just normal talk. So I said them, you people have arrested our 2 civilians and return them.
Return them.
They said we have no knowledge.
अच्छा, उन्होंने deliberately ये conceal किया.
Yeah. They said it is not in our knowledge, sir.
Not in our knowledge.
We have not captured you or any people, and we can't say anything on this. So then I said, you call your company commander and tell them that opposite company commander want to meet you. And they said, ठीक है, we will send your request that company commander के साथ meeting आपने करना चाहते हो. It will be conveyed to them. They conveyed the company commander. Company commander in the next morning, he came on a horse, riding and stick and a lot of things. He was a captain.
Suit boot के साथ.
Suit boot के साथ पूरा. And he is also denying the fact that they have captured anybody.
Oh.
My situation was very, very serious because now everybody...
Accountability, question of accountability.
Accountability from the company commander to company commander I was doing there, officiating company commander, and my battalion commander is sitting, brigade commander is sitting.
Everyone was getting pressure.
The divisional commander also came
from the central government as well.
A lot of things, and government pressure was there.
Pressure.
So it was a Herculean task to bring these people back. The incidents which happened in these 3, 4, 5 days, I can narrate it, and I thought it is the end of your career.
दिल की धड़कनें आपकी बढ़ गई
होंगी, जो बढ़ रही थी. And when I had the meeting with the opposite company commander, I told him I had to sir him because he was captain, I was lieutenant. So I said, sir, we have very cordial relations with each other. All other troops left and right, they are engaged in firing each other. He said, no, your battalion in your place. डोगरा से पहले जो है हमारी एक जीआर गोरखा रेजिमेंट थी. कहता he said my cook by mistake went to your side and he was taken to Delhi and he was questioned at Delhi and after 3 months you left.
अच्छा, मतलब उन्होंने ये रिप्लाई दिया कि हमारा जो कुक था वो इंडिया में किसी तरह से इंडिया पहुंच गया था पाकिस्तान से और उसे दिल्ली ले जाया गया, क्रॉस एग्जामिन किया गया और 3 महीने बाद इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने उसे रिटर्न किया. तो इसीलिए हम भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे उन्होंने कहा. नहीं, इसलिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ. यू आर सेइंग कि कॉर्डियल रिलेशन है, ये वो है. अच्छा. एंड यू पीपल आर नॉट वेरी स्ट्रेट. That is what he is conveying me. And that was true. That incident was true, what he was narrating. But then he said, it is not in my hands, Amrik.
because they have been taken back to the brigade headquarters and they are being questioned by our security agencies. And when the investigation is complete, further things will happen.
ठीक है.
So I was relieved since earlier they were not admitting that they
पहले तो admit ही नहीं कर रहे थे, accept ही नहीं कर रहे
when
थे.
they were admitted, now
Yes.
my job is a little easy.
Easy.
Now I went back and told the my battalion commander, they said people are safe. These two people are those who have gone, they are safe, but they have been taken to the brigade headquarters, Pakistani brigade headquarters. They are being questioned by their security agencies, ISI and everybody will question them. So then he wrote to the letter to the battalion, the opposite battalion commander. Battalion commander, he used the words, you have captured our two civilians. This is not fair.
नहीं, आपके जो बटालियन कमांडर ने लेटर लिखा.
Letter लिखा. So I have to convey that post. I was a postman. I took the letter and conveyed to the Pakistanis. Pakistani, after 2 hours or so, their battalion commander's reply came. He said, we have not captured your people. They have come to us.
Come to us.
And it is now our fundamental duty to question them, why they have come, what was the mission, all those kind of things. And don't use word captured. And when this happened, and now the third day started, all these things happening. Third day started. Third day, then brigade commander writes to the opposite brigade commander. This drill is going on.
Okay.
And my position is just on the LC.
LC.
Line of control. ना मैं पाकिस्तान में हूँ, ना मैं इंडिया में हूँ.
हाँ, बस वहीं खड़े हैं.
I am standing there, and two people in front of me, two people behind me with the guns, weapons, and we are just doing that. आदान प्रदान.
Yes, messages.
The letters which are coming. So then brigade commander has not responded for quite some time.
आपके ब्रिगेड कमांडर ने लेटर लिखा और उधर से उनके ब्रिगेड कमांडर का रिस्पांस नहीं आया.
Till 5th day, 5 दिन तक नहीं आया. And in these 2 days, lot of things were planned. Even attacking the Pakistani post and bargaining in that these two people, because they were
जो strategy होती है.
Very precious people for us. And luckily, on the 5th day, when we sent a letter for the flag meeting is a process when both the sides discuss and
अच्छा, flag meeting.
Flag meetings.
नहीं, flag meeting week में एक बार होती है?
No, it is demanded by any party.
अच्छा, demanded by any party.
So we demanded, since our people have gone there, so we demanded this thing. But in that period, 2 days, the whole things were rehearsed. And being the front and at the front end, company commander, I had to lead the charge.
Lead आपको करना था.
Yes, if they had not returned, I could have led the charge on the opponent post. And then possibly to capture their people and then bargaining sort of things happened.
मतलब सारा कुछ front में आपको रखा जा रहा था.
Naturally, I was there in the front company, so I had to do it. But luckily, the 5th day, they agreed for a flag meeting. And in the flag meeting, they returned these people.
अच्छा, agree करके return
They
कर
agreed, and because they whatever they were replying, they were telling them.
They examined them कि genuine people हैं,
civilian हैं, and they came back. And I cannot even tell you that what was my mental condition for these 5 days.
5 days.
5 days, it was a lot of tension. Because everybody was up to the Prime Minister was involved. And a lot of pressure.
Pressure from the Home Ministry, Defense Ministry.
When they came in and they were returned, my General Officer Commanding asked me to punish the people, those who have overlooked this thing. They are going that side. Since I was very clear in my mind that my troops are not at fault, because they landed the same night, and the next morning 9-10 o'clock this happened.
This happened.
And since when I don't know the dead ground,
आपका तो वहाँ जस्ट चार्ज मिला ही था उस जगह
charge मिला ही था, that was the main reason.
अच्छा.
And then I said, sir, whatever has happened, happened. Now nothing will happen.
अच्छा कर्नल साहब, एक चीज बताइए, जैसे ये लोग इंडिया वापस आ गए तो इनका फिर इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने भी एग्जामिन किया होगा अपने लेवल
Yes,
पे?
they were immediately flown to Delhi. They were questioned there by the security agencies
ठीक है.
that what they were revealed.
तो जब ये इंडिया वापस आए तो कुछ सेलिब्रेशन भी हुआ?
No, celebration was there. It is a sort of a marriage party when you conduct a flag meeting. Lot of things go into.
अच्छा, flag meeting.
Yeah, flag meeting was 20-30 people from this side, 20 people from that side, and lot of discussions and things.
अच्छा, एक आपका कोई ना कोई किस्सा ये भी था कि जैसे आप कोर्ट मार्शल में एज ए काउंसलर कह लीजिए, एज ए एडवोकेट कह लीजिए, अपॉइंट किया गया था आपको, वो क्या था?
That happened in the year, I think, 1990. When I was posted in Lalgarh Jatta near Ganganagar. I was captain that time. There was a bribe case in the Ambala ZRO, Zonal Office, Recruiting Office.
Ambala ZRO.
And it was, I think, the team of Rohtak BRO was involved. And corruption was there on those days.
अच्छा, यानी किसी ऑफिशियल पे करप्शन चार्जेस थे?
हाँ, corruption charges on that unit itself, branch recruiting office.
जी.
They committed some mistakes. You can say they. Offense was that they were writing the papers with their own hand.
अच्छा.
For the candidates.
अच्छा, जो रिक्रूटमेंट प्रोसेस में धांधली का मैटर था.
मैट्रिकुलेट एंट्री जो जाते हैं, जवान जाते हैं, जो भर्ती होते हैं, उनके लिए वो दे वर डूइंग देमसेल्व्स एंड टेकिंग मनी फॉर.
तो उसमें आपको कैसे मतलब कि इन्वॉल्व किया गया इस सारे इशू में?
एज आई वाज कैप्टन दैट टाइम एंड आई वाज नॉट इवन पार्ट डी क्वालिफाइड, बट समबडी टोल्ड द जनरल ऑफिसर कमांडिंग दैट आई एम कैपेबल टू हैंडल इट.
अच्छा, किसी ने आपके सीनियर को बताया यू आर कैपेबल ऑफ हैंडलिंग दिस केस?
जनरल ऑफिसर कमांडिंग ऑफ अंबाला एरिया, he was told. So he said कि ठीक है, if he is good in the law and all that, if he can handle, make him prosecutor.
अच्छा, उनको मैं समझ गया, उनको लगा कि आपको लीगैलिटी और जो आर्मी के लॉज हैं, you are well acquainted with these things, तो आपको एज ए प्रोसिक्यूटर
अपॉइंट कर दिया. And they were 5-6 people, each having a independent civil lawyer.
नहीं, accused 5-6. अच्छा,
5 accused from the colonel who was commanding that BRO, their doctor, their assistant BRO, and their 3
मैं समझ गया, वो
senior havaldars.
All are having their own separate.
हाँ, they're all hand in glove. They were all hand in glove, and since they have earned the money, they were having independent.
ठीक बात है. They conspired with each other. लेकिन उनके वकील सबके अलग-अलग थे. और वो बाहर से थे, सिविल साइड से एडवोकेट लेके आए.
One defense lawyer they can get from the army. The army gives them.
अच्छा, एक डिफेंस लॉयर
देती है. And he was also LLM.
Accused?
No, the accused जो डिफेंस लॉयर है.
अच्छा, जो डिफेंस लॉयर था वो he was.
I am the prosecutor.
आप एज ए प्रोसिक्यूटर थे?
I was the prosecutor.
पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर है. During court martial.
Yeah, during court martial. And the first day when the court assembled, and defense counsel says the charge sheet has not been signed by the commanding officer. I was taken aback. The charge sheet has not been signed by the commanding officer. Then they can't be so fooled. चार्ज शीट जो है कमांडिंग अफसर ने साइन करनी है, उसने करी नहीं है. द आइडिया वाज दैट सिंस द होल यूनिट वाज इन्वॉल्व्ड, तो देयर कमांडिंग अफसर वाज हिमसेल्फ इन्वॉल्व्ड, सो दे वर अटैच्ड विद द ZRO.
इसीलिए कमांडिंग ऑफिसर है,
जोनल रिक्रूटिंग ऑफिस के साथ अटैच हो गए बाय द ऑर्डर ऑफ द सब एरिया. एंड नाउ द ZRO became their commanding officer. But I was not aware. Then I said, then I thought I should take some adjournment.
Time. Yes.
I took 7 days adjournment and then went through the law book, everything. I think I have not studied.
यानी कि जिंदगी में आपने लॉ तो नहीं किया हुआ ना?
No, no.
मतलब लेकिन जिंदगी में पहली बार प्रोसिक्यूटर बनने का मौका मिला, तब आपने लॉ पढ़ा, आर्मी लॉ।
7 days, day and night, I was engaged with the manuals of military law, and everything I have gone through. And I took assistance from the judge advocate branch. I told them, I am new to this. And, then the sub-area commander said, you can also hire the civilian lawyer for your assistance.
ठीक है.
But since the evidence was so clear, I told them, sir, it is not needed.
No,
let them bring Ram Jethmalani, I will tackle it.
मतलब वो जो 7 days की आपने पढ़ाई करी और सारा जो एग्जाम किए डॉक्यूमेंट सारे के है ना, सारों को स्टडी किया.
I became crystal clear that they have done this thing and they should be punished.
They should be punished.
So then after 7 days the court assembled. I explained them that how the attachment order is correct, and the commanding officer has signed it and everything. They proceeded with the case.
Like a competent public prosecutor.
Yes.
सब कुछ handle किया.
Yes, it was handled. Then the complicacy was coming into, since if I am prosecuting the commanding officer, that BRO, Colonel Saab, so these other people are witness. And when other people are being prosecuted, the Colonel Saab and other people are witness.
Yes.
That was the problem. And they were confusing me in all this tricky game. But ultimately, I think it went about 1.5 months. Chala, but they were all punished.
नहीं, जैसे आर्मी के अपने डिफेंस लॉयर्स हैं या आर्मी के अंदर भी अपना एक लीगल ब्रांच है सारा का सारा, तो आपको पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर जैसे कैसे?
They are a judge advocate. They are assisting and they are overlooking the functions of the courts. Courts are always the court is now from the other military members, military officers.
ऐसे अपॉइंट कर सकते हैं?
Yes, military officers, general military officers.
तो उस केस का कंक्लूजन क्या रहा?
It was they were declared
they were held guilty,
legal, and they were punished. They were thrown out.
अच्छा, उनको डिसमिस कर दिया.
Dismissal of service, and the commanding officer was given strictures and administrative action was taken against him.
अच्छा कर्नल साहब, नेक्स्ट जैसे कारगिल का भी आपका अनुभव रहा है, युद्ध का जो कारगिल वॉर हुआ था, उससे जुड़ी कुछ यादें बता सकते हैं आप?
Kargil happened within a very short time. It was a matter of, I think, 50-60 days when it started and
finished. अच्छा, it was about a 2-month war.
Almost 2 months. And now that it is on record, everybody knows how it started. And we will not go into that.
नहीं, कोई unique experience?
Unique experience is that when the troops were ordered to dislodge the occupants, Pakistani occupants, so there is a lot of preparation. Since I was in the Army Ordnance Corps and commanding a small depot there in near what do you call it, Udi sector.
Udi sector.
Yeah. So I was there with ammunition and explosives were my responsibility to give them. So when they were launched, the troops were launched, the battalions were sent, tasked, and but the logistics was not thought of. Logistics of arms and ammunition, explosives, and rest of little bit was given to them. But when this task was given to them, they were short of many things.
यानी कि जो गोला बारूद था, एम्यूनिशन था, उसकी शॉर्टेज
थी और उनके पास था नहीं उस टाइम पे जब उनको लॉन्च किया गया. So since it was my responsibility at the further end, it took me, because my people, those who were deployed there with me, civilians are supposed to be loading these vehicles, the depot civilians.
नहीं, shortage of army personnel या staff कह सकते हैं.
Personnel shortage. The civilians, they are recruited for this purpose, ना.
अच्छा, सिविलियंस को रिक्रूट करना पड़ा एम्यूनिशन लोड
They
करने
are
के लिए।
already there. They are
Already there.
As and they were very old.
वेरी ओल्ड।
They were not able to, because you need to send them 200 to 300 vehicles every day. Ammunition is being pushed out.
250-300 व्हीकल डेली भर के जाएंगे
Daily जाएंगे.
और उनको फिल करना,
उनको fill
load,
करना.
yes,
And then receipt जो आ रही है पीछे से आ रही है उनको अनलोड करना,
load करना।
इंस्पेक्शन करना, देखना उसको कि वैलिड,
इट वाज हेक्टिक प्रोसेस।
hectic responsibility थी. And but I took a chance and risk.
रिस्क।
If it had gone wrong, I could have been court-martialed there. The thing was, these people were not able to do job. And they were just 60-70 people. And out of them, there were just 10-20 people fit for handling ammunition.
यस।
So other people were not, they were old, so they were not able to do the job.
अच्छा, दे वर ओल्ड एज वाइज।
Age-wise. So I had to complete the job at any cost. I was not getting manpower from behind.
यू टूक हेल्प फ्रॉम सिविलियंस।
I took the local, I told these people, okay, you bring your brother, you bring your nephew, you bring your own son, but they should be committed to the task.
Committed to the task.
And we will try to enroll them after the
War is over.
The war is over. We will try to adjust them into the.
Yes.
They are not interested in joining army.
अच्छा, इंटरेस्टेड ही नहीं थे।
They are interested to join there as a civilian worker.
अच्छा अच्छा।
तो worker का the vacancies were not that many, but army vacancies were there. When they people came in, now my responsibility is double. Because if they do anything hanky panky within the
अकाउंटेबिलिटी तो
depot,
आप ही की थी ना।
accountability मेरी है.
बॉस तो आप ही थे वहाँ पे।
And I have not, neither somebody has helped me to give me manpower, and they expected me to do the job also.
Yes.
कि भाई the ammunition and explosives should reach.
तो चैलेंज था आपके लिए और वो चैलेंज आपने सक्सेसफुली पूरा किया।
Then I took a challenge. I said ठीक है. I devised this method. I 100 or 120 people I brought them like this, given them a little bit training, and started using them. And I was keeping my fingers crossed. Else something happened within the depot. And somebody do a blast of the depot, this thing, sort of thing. And the responsibility will be mine. But I took a chance. I said, ठीक है. If that is so, that is so. I have to complete the task.
तो कर्नल साहब, जैसे आपके बच्चे हैं वो नहीं फिर आर्मी में आए?
I wanted my son to join army, but he was not interested. And he went to civil side, and he is now successful and he is the director of a company.
तो आपका ये आर्मी का जो करियर रहा कितने साल का रहा टोटल?
My commissioned service say from 84 27 to 28 years of commissioned service, and 4-5 years before that training and all.
कभी कोई मिलिटेंट इन्फिल्ट्रेशन का मैटर भी आया आपकी एक्सपीरियंस में?
मिलिटेंट इन्फिल्ट्रेशन तो नहीं मैंने हैंडल किया, बिकॉज आई वाज इन द ऑर्डिनेंस बेसिकली.
अच्छा, ऑर्डिनेंस का आपका
ऑर्डिनेंस का था, एंड ऑर्डिनेंस में ऐसा डील आप नहीं करते हो मिलिटेंट्स का, बिकॉज इट वाज वन इनिशियल ईयर व्हिच यू आर इन द विद द इन्फेंट्री. तो उस टाइम पे दिस इंसिडेंट व्हिच आई टोल्ड यू ऑफ पीपल गोइंग देयर.
और आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट आपने कहीं सर्विस दी?
यस, आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट आई रिटायर्ड फ्रॉम शिलोंग.
नहीं, आपने जैसे आर्मी से रिटायरमेंट पे वेयर यू ज्वाइंड?
I after retiring from Shillong, I joined a company in Arunachal Pradesh.
अरुणाचल प्रदेश.
Yes.
तो वहाँ भी सिक्योरिटी कंसर्न आप देखते होंगे या क्या?
Yes, it was basically I was handling their administration and security.
सिक्योरिटी.
Yeah.
तो जो शिलोंग में कंपनी थी उनका क्या काम था वैसे?
It was a oil field.
अच्छा, ऑयल फील्ड.
Oil field है, and they're producing oil.
ऑयल.
And the company headquarter was in Delhi.
दिल्ली.
And that field is there in Arunachal.
तो वहाँ पे कोई चैलेंज फेस किया हो आपने?
Challenge, it was a total challenge job. Even that much challenge, I think it was not in army which I faced there.
In Arunachal Pradesh.
Arunachal Pradesh. It was just near the border area of Burma. And in those days there was a militancy also. And every third chap was carrying a gun in his hand.
अच्छा, ये वहाँ मिलिटेंसी था।
militancy tha, and they will send you a letter. We are government in exile, and gave us 2 crore rupees.
मनी दो,
Since
पैसा
you
दो।
are a bigger company.
यानी मिलिटेंट्स वर सेंडिंग मैसेजेस
Yes.
कि इतना पैसा दो हमारे
Yes.
को। तो आपने कैसे टैकल किया?
Oh, then I used to tell them that I have sent you a request. It is not a headquarter here. Headquarter is in Delhi of this company, and when it is the amount is passed, I will.
आप उनको मतलब कहीं ना कहीं अलोरमेंट देते रहे कि दैट आफ्टर वेट फॉर सम टाइम।
Yes, wait for some time.
हाँ जी।
And since I retired from there, a lot of people, my friends and nearby commanders, they used to come and meet me.
Right.
And in the militancy area, you know, any officer is moving to 3-4 vehicles is normal.
Yes.
That he will carry along with him and come to you. So this sent a wrong signal to the militant groups. This gentleman who has joined now here in this company, he is doing something against us.
अच्छा, आपके रिगार्डिंग उन्होंने ऐसा सोचा?
Yeah, this was because the people, those who are there with you, 500 people who are there in the company, local area people are also involved, recruited in that company. So these people will tell you, "Sab, this is what is happening in that group."
तो आपकी कोई जान को खतरा बना?
हाँ, जान को खतरा बना, because they were thinking this. In the neighboring unit, there was a Lafarge company, and there was again a colonel looking after their security.
अच्छा, कोई और कंपनी थी वहाँ पे, कोई कर्नल लुक आफ्टर कर रहे थे सिक्योरिटी
and he was this thing.
और उनको फिर उन्होंने किडनैप किया?
Yeah, kidnap कर लिया, and he was taken to the jungles of that area, and unfortunately he died.
He died.
Yeah, I don't know.
अच्छा, तो फिर आपके साथ भी एक कंसर्न बढ़ गया, टेंशन, स्ट्रेस बढ़ गई।
हाँ, स्ट्रेस बढ़ जाता है, and you know, in the civil job, there is no weapon with you.
Yes.
In the civil company, there was no weapon with us. There were 100 people for security, but all with lathi.
हाँ, जो weapons होने चाहिए थे,
weapon नहीं होते.
Yes.
These civil companies, they can't provide these weapons.
तो license and everything multiple वो required है ना, process सारा.
Process है, and it becomes costly for the company.
Costly for the company as well.
Then I thought it is not prudent to remain there for a longer time, so I.
अच्छा, जब वो दूसरी कंपनी के जो कर्नल थे उनको उठा के ले गए, तो उसके बाद आपने सोचा कि that is not a safe area, highly unsafe area.
So then I thought these people are getting the wrong meanings of the army people coming and meeting me. I first requested them, "Yaar, don't come to me. These people are getting charried, and they may do something and keep angry with me." So then after 1 year, I had a better opportunity with the Birlas.
अच्छा, then you shifted.
I shifted
Gujarat.
It was a Hindalco company. And they have a very big plant there.
Then you served there
for producing gold, silver, copper, and other precious metals. About 1 lakh plus turnover. 1 lakh crores turnover. Big plant. So I was given responsibility initially, intelligence and security, and slowly and gradually, whatever department fails in civil area, they give you. This also should be given to Colonel Sir. So by the time when I joined, they were having a lot of losses on road. Their trucks and containers were being looted. Almost every year they were losing about 200 crores.
अच्छा, ये जो गुजरात वाली कंपनी थी.
गुजरात वाली कंपनी.
So how you managed these things?
So this was a very big challenge for me, because there it was a stressful job. I found they were recruiting army officers for this job, but somebody stayed there for 6 months, somebody for 9 months, somebody for a year. But I happened to serve there for near about 4 years.
4 years. तो आपने ये जो ये जो ट्रक लूटने का मिनेस था, या जो ये
मैनेज था,
रिड्यूस की ये घटनाएं आपके कार्यकाल में?
When every month I think 13 to 14 trucks were looted. But I took it as a challenge. I made sure that it just eliminated. When I left the job, It was just that year one truck was stolen
was adopted.
from that
तो
total.
वो सारा कंट्रोल किया आपने
वो
सक्सेसफुली
control किया.
सारा
That was very very difficult methods and.
तो ये जो ट्रक थे सामान लेके जाते थे ये ऑयल
No,
पेट्रोलियम
this was they were taking copper.
कॉपर
Copper was very costly.
कॉपर कोर्स यस
So it was 2.5 to 3 crores. One container is
वन
taken.
कंटेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट
So the complete it was 5 lakh ton metric ton plant. 5 lakh ton metric
बहुत बड़ा
ton
plant
they
था.
plant. The मतलब produce.
प्रोड्यूस
And all the most of that was going to China
चाइना
for export, and other was going to the internal area all over the country.
ऑल ओवर द कंट्री
So all over the country, when it is going, so it is en route. These gangs will loot the truck.
अच्छा ये कर लेते थे
Truck loot lete the, and this was a bigger task, and it required very thoughtful process to handle them. And I met the DGP of Gujarat.
गुजरात
I said, nothing doing. These companies are paying, the industry is paying you taxes. And
मतलब आपने गुजरात पुलिस का हेल्प लिया
हाँ,
तो
गुजरात पुलिस
कोऑर्डिनेशन
का
के साथ कोऑर्डिनेशन के साथ ही सारा
yes,
जो
and
चीजें
I
आपने
said
reduce
you
किया गलत
issue
चीजें
instructions to, at least I can handle in the depot in the factory area.
फैक्ट्री एरिया
I cannot handle it on the roadside.
यस यानी बियॉन्ड फैक्ट्री एरिया तो इट वाज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द
It was the
पुलिस
duty of the police and administration.
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन
So I requested him. I said, Mr. Thakur was there, DGP. I said, sir, this needs your attention, and you please instruct your SSPs along the route.
along the road
Those, because it was being, the modus operandi was wherever the border is, Gujarat and other states,
अदर स्टेट्स
it was looted that places,
बॉर्डर एरियाज
border area. And mostly there were gangs from Mewat, Haryana.
हरियाणा
They were involved.
इन्वॉल्वड
And few that side, Maharashtra side also. Then slowly and gradually, he also put in efforts, instructed his police SSPs, and they started patrolling these highways.
तो 4 साल आप फिर वहाँ पे काम करने के
साल वहाँ
बाद
पे
तो
लगे।
आपने ये सब जो लूटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस थे ये
Looting
सब खत्म किया
practices थी,
हाँ जी
वो बहुत मिनिमल होगी.
Minimal
You
हो गई।
can't absolutely close it, but it was handled to 95%.
95%
And within the plants itself, there's a lot of chori,
चोरी
and because people are working there, and when the precious metals are being produced, it is very difficult to.
पर आज के समय में तो आपका वो थोड़ा समय अलग था लेकिन अब तो वहाँ और सिक्योरिटी चीजें बढ़ गई होंगी या
हाँ, बढ़
फिर
जाती-
स्कैनिंग मशीनें आ गई हैं
नहीं,
आजकल
उस टाइम ही मैं I made lot of efforts. I made it totally. I employed 450 cameras in the complete plant, and 450 actual cameras and 200 dummy cameras, which can, when you ride there, you are under surveillance, and the man is cautious. With that, internal this thing theft was controlled to a great extent. And but still there is a scope of this thing, because internal people are involved. They will be helping these gangs, and even these gangs which are looting your copper trucks, they are also having somebody to informer within the factory area. They inform them that this is coming at that time. So that was a challenging task, and I think company benefited if they were paying me about 30 lakhs, and I think they saved 500 crores with the employment.
चलिए कर्नल साहब, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके. आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस बड़े ही यूनिक रहे, और आपने जो शेयर किया कोर्ट मार्शल का इंसिडेंट भी, अजय आपको पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर अपॉइंट किया गया था, ये सब बहुत अच्छा लगा, इंफॉर्मेटिव रहा. और आई थिंक हमारे जो दर्शक हैं उनको भी इस वीडियो से बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा. आपका बहुत बहुत आभार हमारे इस YouTube स्टूडियो में आने के लिए. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
मेहरबानी, थैंक यू, आपने मेरे को समय दिया.
हाँ जी,
और मैंने जो मेरे पास छोटा मोटा जानकारियाँ थी मैंने आपके साथ शेयर करी.
जी सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच. जी सर.